purples hanging around there as well.
Yeah, okay. So
maybe it is a desired spot, actually.
You have 2 teams in blue this time,
Yep.
and our red team, or the team that is in red, seems almost by themselves.
Yeah. That's probably a really good spot, actually. If you can have that by yourself, the amount of pushing you can do without sort of being recognized is pretty good.
Quite a long start time in these games. It's wander around and check where other players are before the packs start working.
Yep. If we can recognize some teams that we got at certain areas. So it looks like Pogsley's team is in green. Is that BMW?
Get ready.
BMW is at
Go.
blue.
Yep. And we're off. Okay. So we're seeing people on the outside of that red base get tagged. So Gaza, Method, and Sawdust. What you saying?
Right. That's a bit. Maybe a team
pulled out.
Gaza, Method, Sawdust. Maybe Method's team just replace the 2 because playing for Flash want to play or something.
Maybe. Okay. So we'll refer back to the scoreboard for the players. We have Pogsley and Wardy at a blue with their 3rd player, I think, at the back and not having fired yet. Method, Gaza, and Sawdust, the orange team. I think they're playing around. Where are they in blue?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's them under there. But it looks of it.
So an interesting tactic, holding blue.
Holding 3 inside is a bit unusual.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're getting the points at the moment, and they seem to be coming up on top of the lives against Pendragon, the BMW, and Karen.
Yep.
Foxy Wardy, and over there, other pick. You guys?
Yep.
Nice and quiet in green base there. Red base is, so Marmaduke, Memeless, and Bonfire look like they're holding the outside of red. And we're just going to flick to the middle of it. See if we've got anyone. We've got green team floating around. We've got green and blue floating around the middle.
Yep. It's like purple's hanging around the mid at the moment. Mid of blue.
Yeah.
Which actually might be a really good spot. That can control anyone that's inside blue, and it can control the center really well.
Yeah. And they're getting the points, not quite as fast as our orange team, but they're there.
Yeah.
So
also got a few lives on top of orange, so they're doing pretty well if they are getting the points and also not losing theirs. Yeah, it looks like blue might be pushing up towards red with 1 player. Yeah, 2 players under green, 1 pushing towards red.
Yeah, and you know they've taken that approach of being quite isolated. They've got the lives, but you know they're not getting points.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to sort of come up with, I mean, with 4 minutes left in the game, they're going to have to start moving to actually get those points. Otherwise, they're going to kind of be starved into a 5th.
Yeah.
6th place, sorry. So interesting, we sort of, that orange team has definitely won that fight in the blue base there. And we now see them
pretty cleanly.
We now see them actually sort of, we actually see them starting to push out the back of blue to try and get those longer shots.
Looks like one sort of in the mid as well, sort of challenging the red side and potentially the players in mid.
Yeah, we see some greens on between the blue and the red base as well up on there.
Yep.
This game definitely seems a little bit more dynamic than the last one.
There's a lot more lives going down, more teams in there, so it does make it harder to get your spot and stay there.
Fizz feels like they've had a bit of a rough game there. Only 2 lives left.
Yeah.
And while Method, Gaza, and Sawdust are winning, they definitely have lost some lives to get it done.
Yep. Sitting pretty well though, all 5.
Yep.
5 lives each. I think Memeless, Marmaduke, Bonfire are doing pretty well with their pack, seeing as they do have quite a bit of lives left.
Yep.
Saying that, purple as well, actually.
Purple's got the lives as well.
Yeah.
On a couple of their players.
Hmm.
Light blue, definitely a little bit lower on the lives.
Yeah, Karen's sitting on 1. He'll probably retreat back to wherever they're holding now, maybe.
Yeah.
Green player eliminated.
And we got our first elim. Fizz is out.
Go. Okay, so we'll find Fizz start to go, and if these games as they start dropping players, and we'll be interested to see if we drop many more, because normally depending on the main and depending on the arena, you often find a lot of players getting. I remember last year it was a fairly high number of elimination. Every game.
Such a small main.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, as we keep going, purple team holding the outside of green base. We can see it in the green camera, just off to us.
Yep.
You see Spider on that door.
Cyan player eliminated.
Coming close to a minute 30. It's probably good if a few teams start to push out, the teams with high lives.
We see our second elimination.
Yeah, Karen going out now, getting the 0 score.
Yep.
So if you do get eliminated, if you have a negative score, it does stand.
Yeah.
However, if you have a
Green
positive
player
score,
eliminated.
it gets down to 0. Griffo also getting eliminated here. 1 left for green now, just Brownie. He might have to try and find a spot and just stay there. Just to secure them some points at this point.
I mean, Brownie's got quite a lot of points.
He does. He only has 1 life left though, so...
If he can survive this and rely on, say, the BMW getting eliminated,
team eliminated.
obviously just got eliminated.
Yeah,
Well,
Brownie's gone now.
I said that. Okay, that's one full team gone, and
So
now
we
we'll
might
start
see
to see.
Cyan out as well, actually.
Oh, wow.
And yep, they're gone
Cyan
as
team
well.
eliminated.
So that's negative 19, a 0 score now.
And now we're going to start to see teams moving.
Yeah. With 30 seconds left, these teams all have lives that they can push with. Maybe Gaza actually might want to stay back a little bit more.
Yeah.
Purple's pushed them heavy though, so Gaza might be in a bit of trouble at the moment.
Yeah. Blue feels like they've kind of, again, they've in that green
Orange
base,
player
they've kind of starved
eliminated.
themselves of points.
Yeah, and Gaza getting knocked out, that's a big chunk of their score gone.
Yeah. But with only 20 seconds left, I don't think it's enough. And for instance, this blue team, while they've got all the lives in the world, they're not getting the points.
No.
Purple has definitely they've taken over the blue base there, pushed down from where they were outside of green.
Yeah, they were sort of hanging around between green and blue though.
Game
Yeah,
over.
they were.
Please proceed to
And there
exit.
we go.
This game, that's a monster score from Purple.
Yeah, it really was. And a game where we see 7 people eliminated, and as teams get eliminated, games get faster and faster.
Yeah.
So we have been advised that we might be dropping offline for the moment after this game, but we'll be here and we'll be back up shortly.
Yep.
So don't go anywhere.
Don't leave yet.
Don't freak out. We are coming back. That was really interesting. It's quite a different game to what we saw in the first one, which was a little bit more static.
Yeah, just adding in that one more team, so it makes it very more hectic.
Yeah.
I think we are offline at the moment.
Did we just drop?